welcome to Travel Sticks. My name is Vincent. In these COVID-19 and Corona times, it's a time to challenge, to try new things, to pick up old things that you wanted to do but you didn't have the time. Now today we're going to do something else. We're going to be making Char Siu. So Char Siu is Chinese roasted pork. It's super yummy, and if you go to like China or generally like the larger Chinatowns, you'll see it hanging from like different window sills and so on, so it's actually quite popular. Hi guys, Vincent from the future here. This is my own take on Char Siu, so you're free to pick and choose the amounts and the ingredients as you want from the list that I provided. Just make it so that it is your own personal taste and that you love it yourself. On to the video. Okay, so without further ado, let's first hop into the ingredients. So guys, I've stalled out all of the ingredients for you. We'll go over them one by one, and then during the preparation we'll talk a bit about potential alternatives or optionalities for making Char Siu. So the first one, sugar, honey, sesame oil, 5-spice, cooking wine, garlic, shallots, ginger, soy sauce, hoisin sauce, salt, doubanjiang, bean curd, bean sauce, and obviously the pork itself, in this case pork belly. Okay, so let's go into the preparation and we'll just talk through and show you how I make Char Siu. Now, the first thing I do is I take some shallots or some onions, generally like red onions. Okay, so as I mentioned, shallots, the onions is actually entirely optional. Okay, part 2, not optional, is garlic. Personally, I'm using roughly about 4 cloves. And next up is ginger. Okay, last point, ginger is definitely not optional. You have to put it in, it's not something you can leave out. Next is 5-spice. 5-spice, but generally somewhere between let's say a teaspoon and a tablespoon is generally more than enough. Okay, so yeah, 5-spice, also not optional, but 5-spice, you can buy it like this, but if you want to, you can also make it yourself. The next, sugar. Sugar, 1 tablespoon, definitely more than enough. Salt. Not too much, again, a little under a tablespoon should be more than enough. Key ingredient again, definitely 100% key, just like the sugar. Of this one you can add 1 tablespoon again, which should be more than enough. Soy sauce. Now, soy sauce also key, so I generally use like, let's say half a cup. Honey. Again, key ingredient, don't ever leave out the honey. Honey, like generally half a tablespoon, but I'm a bit of a sweet tooth, so I'm gonna go a little more than that. Rice wine, 1 tablespoon, more than enough, or even a teaspoon. Sesame oil, optional, just as the rice wine. So 1 tablespoon, not too much. Cool. And then the last main ingredient, super important, is the doubanjiang. Now, you want to get the darkest kind that you can find.
If you can, get the red bean curds where you can actually see the bean curds as shown now on the screen. These are better. I didn't have those at hand, but these are definitely better when making Char Siu.
Take at least 2 to 3 of the curds themselves, so the little blocks that are in there, with a bit of sauce. Here I'll just go for 1 tablespoon and that should be enough. So as you can see, I've mixed everything together. We're just going to mix this into one big hole. Try and get it properly mixed up so that there's no like pieces in there. Okay, so last thing that you want to do, you want to get your pork. You can basically choose between almost all cuts of pork if you want to. But personally I think that either you take a pork butt or a pork belly, and the main reasons for that is because there's a little more fat on those cuts of meat, and that brings out a little more flavor, well actually a whole lot more flavor, when you either broil or roast it or whatever. So here I've taken pork belly. Now it needs to marinate. You'll need to marinate somewhere between 6 to 24 hours. A small tip is don't be too impatient. It's better to soak it for longer, because then you're certain that the flavor will come through. If you're being too hasty, then the flavor might not go through enough. Okay, so it's been in the fridge overnight, so almost 24 hours now. So let's take it out, let's have a look, and then we're gonna start the actual cooking process. Bake at roughly 200 to 210 degrees centigrade. Cook that for roughly 20 minutes. I'll pop it in, enjoy the images, and hopefully we have a good piece of meat after this. So it's already looking pretty nice. Good, nice dark color. Smells amazing though. But we're not done yet. Patience is key with this entire dish. As I said, the soaking was long, so a little longer to wait. Just try and cover everything as much as you can. So now that we've rebased, put it back in there for another 20 minutes at a slightly higher temperature. And once that's done, we'll be able to cut and eat the meat. Okay everyone, so we finally got to the end. So as you can see, our Char Siu has a really nice color. You can see some of the flat glistening. So let's get that out and let's enjoy it. So as you can see, it looks really nice. Nice brown color on the end. Some ends are a little charred, but that's okay. That comes with Char Siu. So let's let's have a look, and let's have a taste. Yeah, that looks really nice. It smells amazing. Oh. Sorry, I'm gonna bleep that out. So as you can see, it's a little red on the inside, not too red, which is good. Right, let's try it out. Cheers, guys. No. That is good. That is really good. No. As I said, it's slightly salty, slightly sweet. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. This is our version of Char Siu. So guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe. And if this is something that you like, just hit us up in the comments and we might do more of these. So thank you guys. See you on the next one.
Thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and don't forget to share the video to your friends, and we'll see you on the next one.